from the studios of KSBI Television in Oklahoma City, this is Oklahoma's College and University Academic Challenge Bowl. Teams from your favorite Oklahoma colleges compete for school pride and thousands of dollars in scholarships made possible by the Chickasaw Nation. This is Mind Games with your host, Jennifer Reynolds.
Hi, and welcome to Mind Games College Edition here on KSBI. It's a high-stakes battle of the brains between Oklahoma college students. We have thousands of dollars in scholarships on the line this semester. We want to thank our generous sponsors for making that possible, the Chickasaw Nation and the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's team members. This is our semifinal. Again, I don't want to put any pressure on you guys, but this is a big one. Somebody's going on from this game to our spring championship. From Redlands, we have the red team, Redlands Community College in El Reno. Wolfgang Hasbell is a psychology major from Mustang High School. Also from Mustang High School, Dylan Olson studying life sciences. And Austin Heibel is currently at El Reno High School, but concurrently enrolled in Redlands Community College studying nuclear engineering. So welcome to y'all, welcome to you all, and good luck to you in the semifinal. From Tulsa Community College, we have Hans Pasco. He's from Tulsa, studying elementary ed. Jimmy Carter's from Broken Arrow High School, and he's studying history. And Casey Johnson is from Sand Springs, and she's studying mortuary sciences. Again, welcome and good luck. Now, we do have 2 rounds of toss-up and bonus questions on Mind Games. Players earn money for each correct answer, and the amount goes up in each round. If a team interrupts a question before I get finished reading it and they get it wrong, the other team gets $10. Also, at some point during the game, an Oklahoma Energy Resources Board special question worth an extra $250 will pop up. $10 of that will go into the game total. The rest they take home as scholarship cash. And we do have a couple of flash rounds, so get ready to play along with us. And we're going to start off with a quick flash round. In this case, each team has 30 seconds to answer 10 questions. Each question is worth $10. And we are going to begin with Tulsa Community College by a flip of the coin that we did before the show. So if everybody's ready, the clock is good to go. And this is it. Wayne Knight was incorrectly reported dead in March.
True.
Correct. A groin vault is another name for a barrel vault.
False.
Correct. Euclid wrote The Elements.
True.
Correct. Henry Bessemer made a fortune in the rubber business.
False.
Correct. Locked Out of Heaven is a Bruno Mars song.
True.
Correct. Heidi Klum dated her bodyguard.
True.
Correct. The Harlem Renaissance was a 1960s literary movement.
False.
Correct. A sequel is planned for It's a Wonderful Life.
True.
Correct. Hegel and Hayek had the same first name.
False.
Correct. Mexico is the most populous state in
True.
Mexico. Did he get it in? He did not. All right. Mexico is the most populous state in Mexico. That was true. And we can't count that one. Let's go back now and correct our false statements. Groin vault is actually a combination of 2 barrel vaults. Henry Bessemer made a fortune in steel, not rubber. The Harlem Renaissance was a 1920s literary movement. Hegel and Hayek, not the same first name. One was Georg and one was Friedrich. All right, we turn now to Redlands. Same deal, guys. You got 10 questions, 30 seconds. Let's go. In geography, a meridian touches the poles.
True.
Correct. CeeLo Green has been a judge on The Voice.
True.
Correct. Arches shaped like horseshoes are common in Greek temples.
True.
Who said true?
True.
Okay, incorrect. Former Chilean Prime Minister Adolfo Suarez died in March.
True.
Incorrect. On Reddit, AMA means ask me anything.
True.
True?
True.
Correct. In the series Circuit, one break stops all energy flow.
True.
Correct. In myth, the Stymphalian birds ate
True.
only gold. Incorrect. John Cusack was considered
True.
for the... Yes, that was true. You got it out there, the lead role on Breaking Bad. He's a mind reader. All right, let's correct our false statements. Arches shaped like horseshoes are common in Roman temples, not Greek ones. The Adolfo Suarez, who died in March, was a former Spanish prime minister, not a Chilean one. And in myth, the Stymphalian birds ate men. All right. That is the end of our first flash round, and we move on now to our first round of toss-up questions. This is where all the teams can buzz in to answer. This time around, 6 minutes or 12 questions, whichever comes first. I know everybody's ready to go, so let's get started. Humanities is our first category, and your question is, it was more economic than political, consisting of reciprocal legal and military obligations. In which medieval system would a noble grant land to a vassal?
Feudalism.
Austin, okay, you can let me call your name or else it's a blurt. We'll give one warning in every game and that is it. So everybody wait on me to call your name. Sometimes it takes me a minute to look up and figure out who's talking. So feudalism is correct. That answer is right. We give you your humanities bonus question now. From Old French for walled city, this is the social class that owns the means of production. According to Marx, what group seeks to keep the proletariat or laborers repressed?
Bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie.
The bourgeoisie is right. Current events is the next category. This movie, directed by Neil Berger, raked in more than Muppets Most Wanted when it opened in late March. What dystopian film that stars... Dylan.
Divergent.
Right. Stars Shailene Woodley is based on Veronica Roth's book. Here's your bonus question. Divergent's success at the box office led studio execs to greenlight the sequel. Name that book, the second in Veronica Roth's trilogy.
Insurgent.
Insurgent it is. History's the next category. He was the first person to hold the title of Roman Emperor in the West after the deposition of Romulus Augustus, whose rule saw massive reforms in the political and social... Dylan.
Charlemagne.
Right. Social structure of Western Europe, Charlemagne. History bonus question now. Charlemagne was a descendant of Charles Martel, who was most famous for stopping Muslim expansion in Western Europe at this battle in southern France.
Agincourt.
Tours was the name we needed. Geography is the next category. This state is home to Pettenwell Lake and Lake Winnebago, as well as TV shows Happy Days and That 70s Show. Jimmy.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's right. What state that neighbors Wisconsin is the city of South Bend, Indiana, closest to? What state?
Illinois.
Michigan. History. Here's your question. It valued defense of women and the weak, as well as honesty and loyalty. Name the code of conduct developed and nominally followed by the military elite of Central and Western Europe. Jimmy.
Chivalry.
Chivalry's right. History bonus question now. What code of conduct for samurai is similar to the European concept of chivalry?
Bushido.
Bushido is correct. That means it's time now for our OERB special question, and we will turn first to Redlands on this. Again, it's a three-part multiple choice question, and Dylan, you will answer, though you can confer and defer if you need to. Paraffins, naphthenes, and aromatics, all useful for energy and crude oils, are comprised primarily of what two elements? A, hydrogen and nitrogen, B, hydrogen and oxygen, or C, hydrogen and carbon?
C. C.
C, hydrogen and carbon. All right, good job. Tulsa Community College, here's your question. Reservoir rocks can be described as A, porous, B, impervious, or C, hermetic.
Porous.
A, porous is correct. Everybody got the money. Good job. Science is the next category. Here's your question. The rose variety is colored by trace amounts of titanium, iron, or manganese, whereas the clear variety is almost pure. Jimmy.
Quartz.
That's right. Silicon dioxide is the chemical composition of what mineral? Number 8 on the Mohs scale. Take a look at your screens, if you will, for your science bonus question. What variety of the mineral chrysoberyl bears the name of a Russian Tsar? This gemstone changes colors in natural and artificial light.
Alexandrite.
Alexandrite is correct. Literature is the next category. The valet, Jean Passepartout, helps rescue Aouda and... Jimmy.
Around the World in 80 Days.
That's right. Protagonist Phileas Fogg does a lot of traveling, robs no banks in this Jules Verne novel. Literature bonus question for you now. What was the amount of money at stake in Around the World in 80 Days?
20,000 pounds.
20,000 pounds it is. Take a look at your screen now for our next toss-up question from the category of science. Famous ones named like Lagoon, Jimmy.
Nebula.
That's it. Gas and dust particle collections, sometimes light years across, named for the Latin for cloud. Science bonus question now for TCC. What nebula in the constellation Orion is named for its resemblance to part of an animal?
Crab.
Horsehead Nebula is what we were looking for. Literature's the next category. He defended segregation in his 1930 poem, The Briar Patch, but recanted that view in 1956. Who's the author of At Heaven's Gate and the 1947 Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, All the King's Men? That's our first miss so far. I think that nobody had. Robert Penn Warren. Take a look at your screens for this fine arts question. He created thousands of prints of Japanese life and landscapes, including the Great Wave and 35 more views of Mount Fuji. What artist who used the nickname Gakyo Rojin Manji? Hokusai. History. This ship was launched in 1797 and is still commissioned, making it... Hans.
Ironsides.
Yes, you want more?
USS Constitution.
There you go. Ironsides was the nickname. We needed the full name. USS Constitution it is. History bonus question for you now. In addition to service in the War of 1812, the U.S. Constitution also saw combat against what group of pirates in Africa?
The Barbary Pirates.
Barbary Pirates it is. All right. That was the end of all of our questions. This is, wow, I'm out of breath. We'll take a bit here, suck up some oxygen, and be right back as we continue our college semifinal round here on Mind Games. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Vita. I just won a TV on KSBI.
For your chance to win, log on to ksbitv.com/free TV.
We get it. You're busy. Work, kids, life, and you need a car to get everyone everywhere they need to go. The last thing you need is to come to a dealership and fill out paperwork. And what about explaining your bad credit situation again and again? Now you don't have to. Just go to thekeyonline.com and complete your application from home. It usually takes about 15 minutes. Once approved, you can pick your vehicle from our online inventory and we'll have it waiting for you. The Key. Cars, loans, life.
If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, you have a real problem. The world's largest collection agency wants that tax money, and they have the tools to get it.
We had an amount of around $150,000 that we owed. After they did all our paperwork, we came up with an offer in compromise, and they reduced it down to $18,000.
Call the number on your screen right now. Whether it's corporate, payroll, or personal income taxes, we can help you right now.
Not only were they very friendly, knowledgeable, and able to explain the situations to me in a clear and concise manner, so I was able to get the paperwork done, and I did receive a check for $3,000.
Working with our tax attorneys and enrolled agents could not only save you money on your overall tax debt, it will change your life for the better.
Call 800-948-5159. Get peace of mind. Stop the IRS today. Call 800-948-5159.
You could be the next contestant on Wild Card, KSBI's fast-paced, fun local game show. We're looking for people who aren't afraid to let their personality shine. Auditions will be held May 16th, May 19th, and June 7th at 3 p.m.
5 o'clock Wild Card.
To sign up, go to ksbitv.com. Watch Wild Card weeknights at 6:30 and midnight only on My KSBI.
It wields an ancient power that can see into the future.
Mentalo, should I start working out more?
The voices from beyond the grave say no.
You've done it again, my turban friend.
Mentalo.
Nothing but a glorified Magic 8-Ball.
Magic 8-Ball? Ooh, try again later.
Next King of Queens. Tonight at 10 on KSBI 52.
Welcome back to Mind Games here on KSBI. This is our college semifinal round for our spring tournament. Before we go any farther, I do want to go ahead and introduce a substitute for Tulsa Community College. Alex Zuniga is here. He comes from Tulsa, Washington, and is studying physics. Welcome to you. We do have a longer flash round for each team now. In this round, each team has 1 minute to answer 15 questions, each worth $10. We're going to start with the team in the lead, and that is Tulsa Community College. So here we go. Black Sabbath last played together in 1989.
True.
Incorrect. The German opera form Singspiel means musical toil.
True.
Incorrect. Vellum is made of bark pulp.
False.
Correct. There is an elevator inside the St. Louis Arch.
True.
Correct. J.R.R. Tolkien translated Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
True.
Correct. Gregor Mendel studied genetics using fruit flies.
True.
Incorrect. 20 people died when a gas leak exploded in a Brooklyn apartment building.
True.
Incorrect. Brezhnev met Nixon in the kitchen debate.
True.
Incorrect. The woman at the well in the book of John was a Samaritan.
True.
Correct. The Rose Bowl is always on January 1st.
True.
Incorrect. The first Matchbox cars were marketed in the 1950s.
True.
Correct. Tabula rasa means pink table.
True.
Incorrect. The length across the center of a circle is the diameter.
True.
Correct. The Cockney poets were famous for their stage readings.
False.
Correct. Texas was annexed in 1830.
False.
Correct. All right, let's correct our false statements. Black Sabbath is still touring, actually. Still going. The German opera form Singspiel means sing play rather than musical toil. Vellum is made of animal skin. Gregor Mendel, remember, used pea plants to study genetics. 20 people died when a gas leak exploded, caused a Brooklyn apartment building to explode. Actually, it was 8 people in Harlem. And it was Khrushchev who met Nixon in the kitchen debate. The Rose Bowl is on, it's not necessarily on January 1st. Tabula rasa means blank slate as opposed to pink table. And the Cockney poets were famous not for their stage readings, but for being from the lower classes. Texas, by the way, was annexed in 1845. All right, we move now to Redlands. And again, same deal, guys. 15 questions, 60 seconds. You can confer, and Dylan, you'll answer. Here we go. William Howard Taft was Chief Justice in the 1920s.
True.
Correct. The cornea is part of the eye.
True.
Correct. The rocket's red glare is a phrase from the Star-Spangled Banner.
True.
Correct. The Crab Nebula is the remnant of a supernova in
True.
Incorrect. The Fighting Temporary was at the Battle of Trafalgar.
True.
Correct. Stephen Dedalus is in Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man.
True.
Correct. Joan Miro specialized in photorealistic paintings.
True.
Incorrect. Johann Fichte was an idealist.
True.
Correct. The medicine wheel figures in Chinese cosmology.
True.
Incorrect. The lights came on in Wrigley Field in 1994.
False.
Correct. Microsoft has ended support for users of Windows XP.
True.
Correct. Skansen Museum and Zoo are in Stockholm.
False.
Incorrect. Vice President Colfax was involved in the Credit Mobilier scandal.
True.
Correct. The souls in Gogol's Dead Souls are dogs.
True.
Incorrect. Cosmo and Wanda are the Fairly Odd
True.
Parents. Correct. Everybody knew that one. All right, let's correct our false statements. The Crab Nebula, actually, it was remnants of a supernova from 1054, not 1987. I didn't get quite there before everybody answered. Joan Miro specialized in surreal paintings. The medicine wheel figures in Native American cosmology rather than Chinese. Lights came on in Wrigley Field in '88. The souls in Gogol's Dead Souls are serfs, not dogs. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with this exciting edition of Mind Games, our college semifinal, in just a moment.
Spring is here, the flowers are blooming, the lakes are getting busy, and the street beggars are out en masse. You see them on street corners all over town. The question is, are they really homeless, wounded vets, or frauds? Some reports say a guy on the right corner can make $20 to $30 an hour in cash, tax-free. A couple of years ago, Channel 5 did a story about a guy in Oklahoma City who claims he made $60,000 a year. Believe it or not, you need a license to beg in Oklahoma City, and there's actually a website you can go to for tips on how to be successful. For instance, if you're a woman, have kids with you. If you claim to be a veteran, have a cute black Labrador Retriever and sit in a wheelchair. Ask for specific amounts, like 50 cents for bus fare. Avoid wealthy areas. People there tend to call the cops on you. Look, I'm sure there are people who are down and out, but there are shelters, soup kitchens, the Salvation Army, and others who really do help the needy. Giving money to a guy on a corner with a beat-up cardboard sign may tug at your heartstrings, but more often than not, the guy you're giving to probably isn't what you think. For Common Sense, I'm Vince Orza.
Do you suffer from ankle pain or swollen ankles? Is your ankle stiff or weak so you need extra support? Introducing Ankle Genie, the new zip-up compression sleeve designed to reduce foot fatigue while energizing your foot and ankle. Standing on your feet all day can cause swollen ankles and radiating leg pain. But Ankle Genie provides the ankle support you need to help relieve swelling. It's a struggle to wear traditional medical compression socks. Pulling them up, pulling them off. What a job! But Ankle Genie has a built-in zipper so it slips on and off easily and adjusts to your size. Best of all, Ankle Genie can be worn over socks and in shoes for all-day comfort. Comfortable anti-fatigue neoprene construction soothes, massages, and energizes your foot and ankle 24/7. And it's so durable, it lasts and lasts.
It also provides the compression, and the compression is an essential part to reduce the inflammation, which will allow healing to happen in the foot.
After I had my surgery, my doctor told me I could not fly without wearing compression socks. These zipped right on. 6 hours later, I arrived at my destination happy and healthy.
Wear Ankle Genie in athletic shoes, boots, socks, or slippers. It's the perfect support while golfing, playing tennis, hiking, or biking. Ankle Genie is ideal for relieving ankle swelling, and it provides exquisite relief anytime your ankle swells from fluid retention or poor circulation. Similar compression ankle sleeves can cost $25 and don't come with a zipper. But call now and get the Ankle Genie for just $12.99. As part of the special TV offer, you can double your order. Get the support you need for each ankle. That's 2 Ankle Genies, an incredible value. Yours for $12.99. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-520-6941 and get the Ankle Genie special offer, or visit anklegenie.com. But hurry, quantities are limited, so call now. 1-800-520-6941. That's 1-800-520-6941. Call now.
Welcome back to Mind Games College Edition, our semi-final round. Again, the questions go up to, we have 5 minutes or 11 questions, whichever comes first. And the totals go up to 50 and 25 now, so it's kind of a catch-up round. Anything can happen. Let's go ahead and get started. We have our first question comes from the category of pop culture. Take a look at your screens. Here we go. With this, you can decipher the messages in English instead of the alienese invented by mutant Turanga Munda to protect her daughter Leela. On Jimmy.
Futurama.
That's right. TV show, you can spot these symbols. Pop culture bonus question. Netflix has analyzed consumer streaming behavior to help craft original series. They launched House of Cards after seeing that fans of political intrigue tend to like what Oscar-winning actor?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's right. Take a look at your screens again. Oh, actually, you don't have to. Take a listen to this. It's a fine arts audio question. Claude Debussy wrote a prelude to this Stéphane Mallarmé poem. In turn, Jerome Robbins, Tim Rushton, and Václav Nijinsky all apply to the story and music to ballet. Give the shared title. Dylan.
La Mer.
Incorrect. Jimmy?
Swan Lake.
No, you were on the right track with the French L'après-midi d'un faun or Afternoon of a Faun. All right, now take a look at your screens. This is a current events question. You'll need to look at the screen for this one. A sliver of this mineral discovered on an Australian sheep farm has been identified as the oldest piece of Earth. Identify this mineral, sometimes used as a diamond substitute. Jimmy.
Cubit zirconium.
Incorrect. We needed zircon. Apparently there's a distinction. Humanities is the next category. The Nihon Shiki, the Kunrei Shiki, and the Hepburn are 3 types of this method for writing Japanese. What name is given to writing systems that use the Latin alphabet to spell Japanese words? Jimmy.
Pinyin.
Incorrect. Wolfgang.
Romanji.
Say it again.
Romanji.
We can't take it, I'm sorry. It's Romaji. Okay, science, very close. Science is the next category. This young mountain range began rising when the Indo-Australian plate split and part collided with the Eurasian plate. Jimmy.
The Himalayas.
That's correct. Home to 100 mountains above 23,000 feet. Science bonus question now. Which mountain in the South American Andes is the highest mountain in both the southern and western hemispheres and the highest outside of the Himalayas?
No answer.
Aconcagua. Literature. This trilogy is named for the son who sets out to avenge his father's murder. What trilogy by Aeschylus includes the plays Agamemnon, the Libation Bearers, and the Eumenides? Jimmy.
Oedipus trilogy.
Incorrect. Dylan.
Orestria.
Say it again.
Orestia.
The first time, he said it differently the second time. I'm going to just make the call on this because I could hear you a little better. It's not Orestria, it is Orestia, and we've got to go with your first answer. Sorry, guys. History is the next category. 40% of African slaves brought to the Western Hemisphere went to this Portuguese colony. What South... Dylan.
Brazil.
That's it. What South American nation in 1888 was the last westernized nation to abolish slavery? History bonus question now. Answer within 3 years. While owning slaves would still be legal in the British Empire for 15 more years, the slave trade was outlawed by Parliament within what 3-year period? You can give us an answer within 3 years of the date it was outlawed.
1895.
Incorrect. 1807. Science is the next category. From the law of definite proportions, these consist of fixed ratios of different elements. What are these substances held together by Austin?
Molecules.
Incorrect. By covalent bonds, ionic bonds, or sometimes... Alex?
Compounds?
Correct. Chemical compounds. Science bonus question now. Water is 7732-18-5. Diamonds is 7782-40-3. And ammonia's is 7664-41-7. With over 145 million assigned, what are these unique chemical identification numbers?
Nitron?
We needed CAS, Chemical Abstract Service Numbers. Geography. The Mekong empties into this sea, which also contains the Tonkin Gulf. Dylan.
South China.
Right, and Manila Bay. Geography bonus question now. In 1954, the U.S. nearly went to war with the People's Republic of China after an incident in what nearby strait which separates the South China Sea from the East China Sea?
Is it called that? The Sea of Korea. Korea.
The Taiwan Strait. Well, that is the end of the round, the end of the game, end of our semifinal match. So congratulations to Tulsa Community College on moving on to our final spring game. We're not done yet. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you how much scholarship money these two teams have taken home for the semester. Be right back.
When a diet pill sells over 1 million bottles, it's a good start. Over 10 million bottles, it's time to take notice. But when it sells over 20 million bottles, it's time to try it. Now you can join the millions of people who have tried America's #1 selling diet supplement, Lipozene.
I decided to try it, and I lost 20 pounds with Lipozene.
I lost 35 pounds in 10 weeks using Lipozene.
I lost 7 inches off of my waist, and I lost 2 dress sizes, and I feel amazing.
Lipozene has now sold over 20 million bottles. That's because Lipozene really works. In fact, in a clinical study, people who took Lipozene lost weight, all while being asked not to change their lifestyle. That means they were asked not to change their diet or exercise. They were simply instructed to take Lipozene, and by just taking Lipozene, they lost weight. But here's where it gets really exciting. 78% of the weight they lost was pure body fat, not water, fat.
Lipozene helped me take out all that body fat, and I feel amazing.
I'm almost back down to my high school weight, so I'm really loving that.
Now you can join the millions of people who have lost weight with Lipozene by trying it risk-free for only $29.95. Lipozene is guaranteed to help you lose weight or your money back.
For real, the product works. It really does. It does.
But wait, call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your order absolutely free. Plus, we'll even pay for your shipping. But that's still not all. To celebrate selling over 20 million bottles of Lipozene, the company will give you a free bottle of Metabo Up with your order. That's a $20 value free, but you must call right now because this exclusive free offer is not available in stores.
To order Lipozene, call 1-800-330-3706. That's 1-800-330-3706. 1-800-330-3706. Call now.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers' high rate and high pay are everywhere.
They're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
And lower his rate. And consolidate his bills into one low payment. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
'Cause debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-432-3043.
The Centennial Rodeo Opry brings country music to the Oklahoma stage. KSBI is there each week to showcase young artists to seasoned professionals. Watch the Centennial Rodeo Opry, Sunday nights at 8 on My KSBI TV.
Welcome back to Mind Games College Edition, and congratulations to Tulsa Community College for moving on from this semifinal round to our spring championship. This is the money these folks won. All of them got their totals for the OERB special question, and this is the total that you're going to be taking home for the semester. And thanks again to our good friends at the Chickasaw Nation and the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board for making that possible. Now, you will see Tulsa Community College again. If you want to get a complete schedule of our college and high school games so you can watch for yourself, it's easy. Just go to ksbitv.com. We want to thank both teams for being part. We have a special message for Sam Everybody, happy birthday! It's her birthday today. We want to thank you, in the meantime, for watching and playing
Mind Games! Mind Games is a production of KSBI Television in Oklahoma City, made possible by the Chickasaw Nation.